Hi Sheila, this is your exercises for 3.2, which was working with exponents, and I'll just go over a couple of things with you. Um, 5 to the power of 3 is 5 times 5 times 5 is correct. What that equals 125. When we have a negative exponent, it means we take the reciprocal of the number. So 4 to the negative 1 equals 1 over 4. 2 to the negative 4 would equal 1 over 2 to the power of 4, which is 1 over 16, which is perfect. 7 is perfect as well. Let's look at some of the other questions like 11. We have 1/3 to the power of negative 2. Well, the negative means we take the reciprocal of 1/3, which is 3, and then we take it to the exponent of 2 instead of negative 2. And of course 3 squared is 9. 3 over 2 to the negative 3. Again, we take the reciprocal of 3 over 2, we get 2 over 3, and now our exponent is a positive 3. 2 to the power of 3 is 8, and 3 to the power of 3 is 27. That would be our answer. Negative 5 over 8 to the power of negative 1 simply means we take the reciprocal of negative 5 over 8, which would be 8 over 5, and it's still negative. So I see what you're doing with these, but I'd rather you, I think it's easier doing in the way that I have just explained. Let's look at 17 now. We're dividing, so we subtract our exponents. We have minus 20 subtract negative 8. So minus 20 plus 8 would give us minus 12 as our exponent. Our base is still the same. Let's jump to 21. This is a common error where you have 7 times 7 to the power of 29. We cannot multiply these together like that. What we have to do is say we have the same base, so we add our exponents together. 7 to the power of 1 times 7 to the power of 29 will give us 7 to the power of 30. Let's look at 25. This is a minus 2. Subtract negative 11, so that will give us a plus 9 here. This minus 4 applies to both the exponent 6 and the exponent negative 3. So it will end up giving us 7 to the power of negative 24 and 7 to the power of 12. And then we subtract, so we have minus 24 subtract 12 will give us negative 36. And that could be written as 1 over 7 to the power of 36. In 33, you had 2x to the negative 3, and then we cubed it. Well, when we cube 2, we get 8, not 6, because it's 2 times 2 times 2, which gives us 8. So this should be 8, and the rest of it's good. What you did, I think, is you went 2 plus 2 plus 2 to get the 6. And 8 divided by 4 will give you 2. We have minus 9 subtract negative 6, so it's minus 9 plus 6, which will give you a negative 3. So 2x negative 3 as our exponent is one way of writing it. The other way is we could switch the x to the numerator, and we'll have x cubed in our numerator. Let's look at the last set of questions. Both 37 and 39 are perfect. And looking at 43, you can see that I've switched around. Here we have a negative 1 as our exponent. So I applied the negative 1 to all of my exponents. So I multiplied all the exponents by a negative 1. So 3 to the negative 1 is now 3 to the 1. X squared is x to the negative 2. Y negative 4 is now y4. The second one, we have a 2 as our exponent, so that gets multiplied by each one of these. And once we do that, we can add our exponents because we're multiplying, and the 5 to the negative 2 becomes a 25 in our denominator. So take a look at that question, and I'd be happy to review this in the web conference if you have any questions.